During most wedding ceremonies, you'll hear the officiant say something along the lines of, "Y'all gonna love each other till you die, right?" And then you go, "Right!" But some people reject that idea. Not the over-sensationalized idea of marriage, but the whole death thing. Here are 5 spooky humans who wouldn't let death be the end of their relationship. Number 5, NASCAR postmortem. Linda Chase presumably loved her boyfriend Charles Ziegler, or at the very least, definitely loved his social security checks. After the 67-year-old Charles died, Linda made the totally logical and not at all disgusting decision to keep him propped up on the couch watching NASCAR. For a year. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. First of all, honey, you had a dead guy propped up on your couch for a year? That is prime hanging out area. Did you never entertain? Please get a friend. That's sad. Or a hobby, Jesus. Thirdly, can you convict someone for torture after the victim has died? Because 1 year of non-stop NASCAR sounds cruel and unusual. Finally, after 5 months, the neighbors smelled dead person smell and called the cops on Linda. Took 5 months, first of all, but also, yeah, NASCAR baby, hell yeah! Woo! Party! Number 4, air freshener denial. If you're gonna keep a dead body to hang with, first of all, don't. Second of all, do it right. And the way you don't cover up a dead body smell is with car air fresheners. No, Dennis, your car doesn't smell like fresh strawberries. It smells like a baby prostitute, and everybody knows it. Gross. Howard Lewis was clearly misinformed, and much like dear old Dennis, he thought car fresheners were just dandy. It will never be good. I promise, your car smells like shit. When his wife died in 2005, he tragically couldn't face his wife's mortality and decided to keep the body. And instead of dealing with the body, he covered her in car air fresheners. Months and months passed and people started to notice her absence. People would ask Howard, "Excuse me, is your wife okay?" And then he would go, "Oh, she fine." When the police finally investigated Howard's home, what they found was his dead wife covered in car air fresheners. I can't imagine the smell. It's like a zombie honey boo boo. Number 3, resurrection. When I die, I know I'm gonna say some crazy shit to my grandchildren to confuse them. Here are the options I'm working with. They're real. I had a twin, I ate her in the womb, and then you die. Or I'll just start talking in binary, like 11100111111, until I make somebody pull the plug. It'll have to be choreographed, but I am down for that. Either way, my family's gonna be terrified, but like in a fun, cool way. Not like Lucio Chakui, who told his dear wife Alba just before his passing that he would be soon resurrected and she needed to hide his body. That's a lot of pressure. Then homie died and she followed his instructions, just kept the rotting corpse in her house. A month goes by and Lucio is still dead and the neighbors start asking questions, namely, where the hell is your husband? The cops came to the home to find Lucio's body 30 days into decomposition, which if you didn't know is an absolute horror. Imagine the worst smell you've ever smelled, then dunk that smell in Oregon Trail style dysentery, then let that smell sit for 30 days. Then you have Lucio's body. Even if he were to resurrect, I don't want him. Number 2, liquid body. I don't know how much y'all know about decomposition, but it's horrific. After the body dies, all of the insides liquefy and then pour out into the outsides. That is so gross, and I am so sorry, but for sure Google it. Second fact about decomposition is that liquefaction takes a very long time. In 2012, a Belgian woman was approached by the police when her landlord complained that she hadn't paid rent in a year. I didn't know it took a whole year for the police to get involved for not paying rent. I'm living for free for 11 months. I got all the money. I'm gonna buy a boat. Come with me, I'm buying a boat. Yeah, I don't have to pay rent anymore. Anyway, the police came to the apartment and when they got there, they were confronted by, you guessed it, the death smells. When they got into the apartment, what they found was an old woman lying next to her husband, her dead husband. The deceased husband's body had soaked into the mattress they shared. Listen, I understand the fear of never having a big spoon again, but you can't spoon a liquid corpse. The best you can do is literally spoon it with a spoon, but that's no good for nobody. That stew is done, I believe. Turn off the crock pot. That's her husband. Oh no. Sorry. Number 1, death doll. Carl Tanzler was a radiologist in the 1920s and 30s. He had a great job, a lovely wife, beautiful children, and a dead girlfriend. Carl, who we will from now on call Hot Carl, had a young patient, Elena de Hoyos, who died of tuberculosis in 1930. Leading up to her death, Hot Carl had fallen madly in love with her, despite the whole near-death coughing up blood thing. It was all very Moulin Rouge. After Elena's death, Hot Carl just wouldn't let a sleeping dog lie. Or a dying girl die. I'm sorry, that was very bad. I'm sorry about that. Anywho, Carl was super obsessed with her even after her death. There are no reports to indicate that Hot Carl and Elena were ever involved, and I highly doubt they were, given the whole fatal illness thing. Also, his wife and children, maybe that, but who does that stop? Nobody ever. Men. And me, actually. I'm not great either. Cut that out. He built a crypt for her and went to visit her every night, which is not illegal, but creepy as hell. The issue was that Carl was convinced that Elena was speaking back to him. And according to Dr. Cuckoo Pants, dead Elena said that she wanted to be exhumed. Carl dug up dead Elena and dressed her, and by dressed her, I mean dressed her like a Thanksgiving turkey, meaning he poured wax all over her to imitate living skin. After that, he gave her glass eyes, drew on eyebrows, drew on lips, gave her a wig, and then put a tube up her vagina to consummate their love, which is not something you do to turkeys, I am aware. Or dead bodies, by the way. Hot Carl slept with Elena's corpse for 7 years before getting caught. That is too many years. Oh my God, the smell. Remember, the liquefaction happens only after 1 year? Imagine 7 years. What is liquid? What is real? Moral of the story is here, dead people smell fucking awful. Don't keep them around. If you're near a dead person, hey, call the police or me. I want to see it. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Please like it. Leave me a comment in the comment section below if you want to talk about dead people. I don't know. Subscribe here, watch other videos here, and do not forget that we have launched a style and beauty channel called Hissy Fit. Hey, don't dress your girlfriend up like a turkey. You dress her up like an angel. Give her a choker or something.